Assalamu alaikum. This is Mohammad Ibrahim here to present our final year project titled as Hybrid Energy Scheme for Simultaneously Harvesting Piezoelectric, Triboelectric and Solar Energies. My group mate is Mr. Majid Rafiq and our project is supervised by Dr. Saeed Ahmed Khan Abdo. The content that we would be discussing in our presentation are introduction, motivation, problem statement, aims and objectives, literature review, structure and working of module, results and discussion, conclusion and future work, finally references. As we all know that energy crisis is one of the biggest issues that world is facing. The energy produced by fossil fuels is declining and it is costly as well. In this era, it is almost impossible to supply loads to power 24 by 7 due to overpopulation. The energy sources are declining. So, in this case, hybrid energies for living from living atmosphere can be the best possible solution to power up devices with potential applications 24 by 7. Piezoelectric, triboelectric, and solar energy can be harvested simultaneously and individually, which energy sources available. This module can be a good addition for powering up small electronic devices. In this, our project, we are basically using two natural phenomena. Piezoelectric effect, which is being used in the base part of our module, triboelectric effect, which is being used in the lateral sliding part or rotary part of our module. We will be discussing the both parts or the all parts of module later. Piezoelectric effect is actually the ability of certain materials to generate charges or distribute charges when when a force is applied on them, a potential force. Piezoelectric word is derived from Greek physin, which means to squeeze or to press. Also, triboelectric effect is when two different materials are came in contact and then separated. Due to this, electrical charges are created and distributed. Triboelectric effect has usually four working modes. One is vertical contact mode, lateral sliding mode, single electrode mode, and freestanding triboelectric layer mode. The motivation for our project was to give such kind of a module that can harvest energy from multi sources and power up small electronic devices. Presently, we all know that IO sensors are coming in the market and other power electronic devices are being used in every field of life, like marine system, defense technologies, medical diagnostic, wireless sensors, and environmental sensors, etc. For better and uninterrupted operation, the electronic devices need simultaneous and continuous power source. For that purpose, the power supplies that you use are not capable. So, keeping in view the importance of these newly IoT sensors and other power electronic devices or sensors to fulfill their demands, we are proposing or we are motivated to design this hybrid energy harvesting module, which uses piezoelectric, triboelectric, and solar energies to harvest energy. And it can be the best possible solution due to its self powering and portability capabilities. The problem statement of our project is as we all know that or we already discussed that energy crisis is increasing day by day. IoT based sensors are emerging in the market which run on low voltages. So the IoT sensors powered up by the power supply that we conventional power sources, they are usually have high voltages. So we have to convert them, we have to use converters to convert them from high voltages to low voltages. So it is very difficult to power up these sensors by conventional electric power. There are also devices which are running on batteries. It is also a challenging task to replace batteries, especially when they are located on remote areas. In order to meet the energy requirements of IoT sensors or devices that use battery for their running, we have proposed hybrid energy schemes comprising of piezoelectric, triboelectric, and solar energies. The aims and objectives of our project are as follow: to provide an effective scheme for sustainable energy development using multi-mode energy sources for powering small electronic devices, to harvest energy from living environment, to design an hybrid energy harvester with no running cost. It would just have a capital cost. So here is a literature review of our project. We are taking references from three papers. First one is hybrid energy cell for simultaneously harvesting wind, solar, and chemical energies. The main findings of this paper are that in this tank, it delivered the open circuit voltages of 90 volt, a short circuit current density of about 0.5 milliampere per meter square, and it delivered the maximum power density of 60 milliwatt per meter square. And also, it was capable of lighting up 20 LEDs. The second paper that we have taken as a reference, hybrid electromagnetic and triboelectric nano generator. It is a AC to AC hybrid cell. It means AC is input and AC at output. In this paper or in this model, a triboelectric nano generator was combined with electromagnetic generator. Both are hybridized and checked out their will perform and how to extract more electricity from one mechanical motion. The third paper that we have used as a reference was AC to DC hybrid cell. It means it has AC on output and DC at output. It is the same phenomena that we have used for our proposed hybrid energy harvesting module. The title of this paper was Hybrid Solar Cell and Triboelectric Nano Generator to Harvest Solar and Mechanical Energies. The main findings of this paper were that it produced a peak output voltages of 370 volt. It had current density of 112 milliampere and it had average power of 4.4 milliwatt. It was capable of lighting up 10 capable of charging a capacitor of 10 microfarad, 10 millifarad capacitor to 10 volt in 25 seconds.
Next topic is proposed module and its working. So this is our proposed structure of the module. And this is our fabricated module, which we have fabricated and used for hardware results. The working mechanism of the module is that it consists of three parts: contact mode, sliding mode, and solar cell. Contact mode is basically piezoelectric, and sliding mode is basically triboelectric and solar cell. So in base part, this is actually base part, and this is rotary part. These two parts gives us the AC output, which we use a bridge rectifier to convert into pulsating DCs and store in capacitor that will come up with pure DC. And the solar cell, it gives actually the DC output. So combination of these two phenomena will as a combination will use to power up the load. So first of all, we are discussing that base mode or contact mode. In base part, we have used aluminium and Kapton sheet. So aluminium are used as electrode and we use two layers of it. And Kapton is a dielectric material and we use it in base lower part. So this is the basic mechanism, working mechanism of charge distribution of the base part. In A, it is the rest position, or we can say that in equilibrium position, no charge is distributed. When we apply force or pressing it, so charges are they start to distribute from one layer to another. So basically, Kapton is negative in nature, so it will produce negative electron, and like aluminium is in positive in nature, and it will charge as positive. So in B part, we have pressed and charge distribution occur, and again, if at we stop at this position at a certain time at equilibrium, the charge distribution will become to zero. And we after that pressing, when we release it, the same phenomena occur but in is opposite way, means negative cycle. So this is the working mechanism of contact mode. Now the second part is sliding mode. In sliding mode, basically we use the same materials as this is our aluminium which will be fixed on the module upper base part, and this is the Kapton, which will slide over it or rotate over the aluminum layer. So the working mechanism is simple as in base part, but in here we use lateral sliding mode. So when our no sliding occur between two layers, no charge distributed, and when we start sliding, the part where both layers are overlapping or sliding, the charge is distributed. And this is at C, this is the maximum charge distribution occur because both layers are overlapping on each other. And same as this is again lower charge distribution occur. So this phenomena occurs as positive cycle, equilibrium, full and negative cycle, and again equilibrium. So now we are discussing the results and discussions. So basically results and in our results we have do simulation and console and the real-time results of the three parts, and finally we powered up different small electronic devices. So first of all we will discuss COMSOL simulation. So COMSOL simulation of the base part. This is actually the verification of the working mechanism of the base part. At first, when we apply small force, small number of charges distributed, and when force is increased, the number of charges or charge distribution is also increased. At C, this is the full applied force when both of the base parts are contact with each other. Maximum charges will distribute. And finally, at this position, after certain time when equilibrium occur, no charge distribution occurs, means zero charge distribution. So second is the rotary part or the sliding mode. So first of all, at no sliding or in equilibrium position, so no charge distribution will occur. When we slide a little bit of the Kapton sheet over the aluminum layer, so charge distribution occur. As the sliding is 1/4 of the total length, so charge distribution will be small. This is the half sliding of the Kapton sheet over the aluminum layer, so charge distribution increases. And similarly, 3/4 part of the Kapton layer slides, charge distribution increases more than C. And this is the full sliding, so this is maximum charge distribution. And this is the full overlapping. At full sliding and full overlapping, we have maximum charge distributions but in opposite direction. And after equilibrium, this will again goes to zero. So now we are discussing the real-time results or hardware results of the module. First of all, we will discuss base part or contact mode, and the results will be VOC and ISC, means open circuit voltage and short circuit current, and the capacitor charging and maximum power. So this is our VOC of the base part, means maximum open circuit voltages up to 9 to 10 volts. These are basically positive peaks because we have used bridge rectifier which will convert all negative cycle to the positive cycle. And this is our short circuit current of the base part. The maximum value of the short circuit current up to 1 microampere. We have charged different capacitors through the base part. So these are the variations of the graph depending upon the value of the capacitors and the time. So as you can see that here is the black line which showing the 1 microfarad, and it quickly charged up to 1.5 volt in just 100 seconds. As the value of capacitor increases, mean capacity increases, the time is also increased to charge up the capacitor. And this is the basically maximum power test of the contact mode. So in this graph we can see that the maximum power occur at 0.5 mega ohm. Now we will discuss the sliding mode results, VOC, ISC, capacitor charging and maximum power. So same result of VOC, but in this here is the value of voltage is much increaser than the base part, up to 11 volts peak to peak. And this is the short circuit current. The maximum value of the current is 0.1 milliampere, which is quite greater than the base part. So same capacitor was charged up by the sliding mode, and you can see the variations that the time taking by the capacitor is little bit greater than the base part. And also here is the variation of the maximum power in sliding mode at the maximum power of at 0.1 mega ohm. So now as we powered up different devices and LEDs through our module, the first one is here are the green LEDs up to 20 LEDs to 25 LEDs we have powered up by our module. And these are white LEDs rating with 2 volts powered up by our module. And this one is the digital thermometer powered up by our module. You can see that our module is here. So this is, as we earlier discussed, this is a hybrid module. So this temperature sensor is powered up by our module. We also powered up digital calculator, small digital calculator with rating of 1.5 volt, and small wristwatch also rating of 1.5 volt through our module. Here are some videos of our results. So first of all, we have powered up our digital thermometer through the module. So the time taking of the module to charge or power up is almost 13 to 14 minutes. And this is digital calculator. It will almost take 17.
So in this work we presented an hybrid energy harvesting module which sequences energy from 3 various sources using piezoelectricity, triboelectricity, and solar energies. The maximum power delivered by our module was 117 microwatt. The designed module powered up many small electronic devices like digital clock, wristwatch, digital calculator, and 25 LEDs as well. The original contribution, our original contribution in this project is that we have designed a hybrid module which is used to harvest energy by piezoelectric, triboelectric, and solar cell simultaneously. Also, in our opinion, it is the first time that we have used aluminum as electrode and krypton as a dielectric material. This combination has never been used. For future, we would recommend as our project as a shortcoming of flexibility. So work must be done to enhance its flexibility. Also, for future, it is recommended that this work must be carried on with different combination of materials for triboelectricity and piezoelectricity. Instead of aluminum and krypton, there must be some other materials. These are the references that we have used in our project. Thank you.